This is TEDxAmerican Intercon School. Ideas worth spreading.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we start, let's imagine this. Everyone's having fun, going out, relaxing, and you're at school flipping chairs, organizing events, or running around happy. People ask me, why do you bother? Why waste your time on something that doesn't seem to benefit you? And I get it. Sometimes I have asked myself the same question. But then I realized maybe the real question isn't about losing time. What if the time that we are giving away is actually the time that shapes us into who we are meant to become? Or what if I told you that volunteering could change your life? Before I share my story, I know some people still misunderstand what volunteering really means. So today, I want to take a moment to explain the true meaning of being a volunteer. Because understanding this can change the way we see ourselves and the impact we can make. According to Cambridge Dictionary, volunteering is to offer to do something without being paid or without being asked to do it. A new question just came up. Why do people volunteer? Many people think that most of volunteers they do it simply because they want to do something fun, create memory, receive free t-shirt, or maybe a certificate for their CV. But behind every volunteer, there is a deeper story once that shaped who we become. So today, I want to share 3 powerful ways that volunteering changed my life. First, personal transformation. I still remember the first time I volunteered at a charity event in Kampong Spring province. That was my very first volunteer experience. At that time, I was only 13 years old, and I was supposed to help prepare food packages for the children in the village. It sounds simple, right? But for me, it felt like stepping off a cliff into the unknown. Because before that moment, my world was all about school, good grade, quiet study, and staying safely inside my comfort zone. So when I first started volunteering, I was really scared. I know nothing about volunteer. I started with zero knowledge about general process. I don't know what to do or how to contribute. That was a big challenge for me. But something unexpected happened. The volunteer team didn't give up on me. They encouraged me to push through the fear. They showed me how very small tasks matter, and slowly, I began to feel a spark, a feeling of pride and confidence that I never known before. So volunteering became more than just a chore. It became a challenge to grow, to face fear, and to believe in myself. Not only that, volunteering didn't just change what I did, but it changed who I am. But the story didn't end with my personal change, because understanding this can change, because volunteering opened the door to something even more powerful, building connection that shape who I became. Imagine, when you volunteer, you don't do anything alone. You will meet different people, students from different levels, teachers you have never talked to before, and we may not know exactly where they come from. But what really matters is a great skill, valuable knowledge, and different experiences. And this reminds me of a moment when I experienced this myself. This year, our school organized a huge event, the AI concert talent for a cause. I still remember I was the only volunteer who came all the way from Science campus. At first, I was nervous and worried because I had never dared to speak to strangers before. But you know what happens? I made myself take the first step. And the result, everything changed. I was able to connect with them smoothly and complete my task well. I made new friendships that I never expected. They shared their story with me, and I gained new knowledge that I never experienced this before. Since that day, through volunteering, I learned how to communicate, how to listen, and how to work with people who think differently from me. Think about this, everyone. When you step into the real world, we realize something important, nothing meaningful is ever done alone. Life is built on teamwork and connection, and volunteering is no different. Through volunteering, we learn to stand together, support one another, and create impact further greater than anything we could achieve by ourselves. When we help together, we grow together. Another thing I discovered is that volunteering creates opportunities. Not the kind that you can touch like certificate or words, but the kind that changes your future. Remember, opportunities don't come running to us. We have to be the ones who take the first step and go after them. Because I volunteer, I got a chance to join school events like Talent for a Cause, Culture Day, contests, sharing session, And right now it's TEDx to raise my voice and inspire those through similar struggles. These experiences give me the real skill: leadership, teamwork, problem solving, and confidence. Skills that no textbook can teach. And the funny thing is, opportunities don't always appear in big moments. Sometimes they start with something very simple, like helping clean up after an event, organizing materials, or saying, I can help with that. One small yes can start a part you never expected. So today, I want you to look at volunteering in a new way. It's not just about having an event, it's not just about getting a free t-shirt, and it's definitely not a waste of time. But volunteering is a quiet force that shapes who we become. It got us to lead even without a title. It got us to overcome our fear. If I had never taken that step to volunteer, scared and unsure, I might still be hiding behind my fear. But because of that choice, I learned to stand taller, to speak louder, and to believe in what I can do. So that's why I'm standing here today. But before you walk out of this room, I want to leave you with one final thought. The world doesn't only need your talent, it needs your willingness to show up. Because when you see a chance to volunteer, raise your hand and say yes, because you never know that simple choice might just be the moment that changes everything. Thank you.
This is TEDxAmerican Intercon School. Ideas worth spreading.